Hi, we're back with more Your Kentuckiana Home, and I'm with Lisa Steinbach with Steinbach Interiors. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, it's such a beautiful day out here, and we're on this gorgeous deck overlooking this beautiful lake on one of your clients' homes that you got to basically redesign the entire house.
Right. We started basically from scratch about 14 years ago. The clients, Mr. and Mrs. Lang, wanted to downsize, and so they bought this beautiful property, and it wasn't exactly their taste, so I came in and helped them and came up with colors and just items that reflect their personality and their taste.
And you didn't just help them with colors. You were telling me that you completely took a bar and lowered it to open the space up.
Right. In the kitchen particularly, they had a raised bar top, and it really cut the kitchen just kind of in half, actually vertically. So what I did was we tore that out, and we did one level island for them, and it really helped open the space up so much more and just really gave it a much more cohesive flow with the dining area.
And so when you are redesigning a home for clients like the Lang family, how does that process start? Do they have a color scheme necessarily that they want to work with, and they say, okay, I like these two colors, go?
Right. Well, basically what I do is I sit and I listen and I talk with them, and one of the first things I ask them is, tell me colors you like and tell me colors you don't like. And then we kind of build from there. And a lot of times I will take their, if they have a particular piece of furniture or a particular piece of artwork that they like, and we build from that. And then that's kind of where the process starts, and everything, it's like building a puzzle. You take one piece and you just start adding to it.
So in this house, what were some of the colors that you liked that you were able to take and work with?
Well, the Langs like light colors, but they like warm colors. And Marilyn's favorite color to accessorize with is red. So I had to make sure that our walls stayed nice and neutral but warm, and then in just about every area we've added pops of red. She loves it, and she collects beautiful blown glass work, and a lot of that has red in it. A lot of the artwork has red in it. A lot of the fabric choices, for window treatments and for pillows and things like that, we added pops of red too. But the key thing where you start is by listening to the client, finding out what they like and what they don't like, and building from that.
And you were talking about the glass. She has this amazing glass collection throughout the house.
Yes.
And she really didn't have an area to display it, and you created that for her.
All right, we did some beautiful built-ins for them, for Mr. and Mrs. Lang, on each side of their great room, on each side of the fireplace, specifically to house their glass collection. They have collected this glass for many, many years, and it's come from galleries all over. And so it has a really prominent place in the home, as well as lighting, and you'll see throughout the home there are a lot of different places, little corners and pedestals where they have displayed their glass collection.
Is there anything else in the house that you specifically redesigned based on what their needs were?
We did several rooms that have faux finishes in them. Like I said, they like lighter colors, but they like richness and warmth. And faux finishes give you an opportunity to add a beautiful sense of depth and dimension in any area. So we incorporated faux finishes in the kitchen, in the powder room, in the master bathroom, and we did a faux finish on the ceiling in the dining room. And what that did was it just really draws your eye up into this beautiful tray and reflects some of the metallic going on in the wallpaper border in the dining room. So that, those were big things. And then we just really worked on paint colors, and then incorporated beautiful area rugs to once again add that base of accent color, like a torchlier color for the house, to just bring in kind of that Tuscan, the greens, the reds, the golds.
And the ceilings, you mentioned the ceiling in the dining room. The ceiling in the eat-in kitchen is amazing. That wood, you were saying it was tongue-in-cheek?
It's tongue and groove beadboard.
Great.
Yeah. That's okay. It's tongue and groove beadboard, and it has been stained, and it's just it adds, once again, it's a wonderful element to add some depth and dimension and bring character to an otherwise kind of boring ceiling.
And this is just one of many houses that you have worked on over the years. I mean, I've been watching you on Facebook, and you have been busy.
Actually, I have been a designer for 21 years and had my own business for almost 12 of those. And you know, we're just blessed to have amazing clients. We do every type of price point home that there is. No job's too small. I have said the only time I've ever turned a job down because it was too big was I was asked to Christmas decorate the Green Tree Mall. And I said, I think that might be a little bit too big for us. But you know, we just vary from all different types of homes, condominiums, townhomes, patio homes. We kind of do it all. We have participated in many Home-A-Ramas over the years, and
we met.
Exactly, we sure did a few years ago, and that was great. Every year we do, for the most part, we do Home-A-Rama, we do the tour remodel homes, and I usually participate in the Bellarmine Designer Show House every year. We've also been on the Fix It and Finish It show, so that was a fun thing to do.
So what made you get into design?
You know, I have always been artistic, even as a child. I remember when everybody else was playing with Barbies and things, I was making candles and I was making pottery. You know, my dad, he souped up this little pottery wheel for me. So I've always painted and I've always drawn, and this is actually my second career. You know, the first time I went to school, I was a computer programmer for 11 years. And you know, and it was fine, but I knew that it wasn't me. It wasn't who I wanted to be. And so I just slowly started evolving into interior design, and have been so blessed to be doing this for the last 21 years.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be back with more of Your Kentuckiana Home in just a moment. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in next week for more beautiful homes.
Thank you for watching Your Kentuckiana Home. Join us next week for another episode of Your Kentuckiana Home, brought to you by Window World.